On the 1st of April 1936, Germany offered a 19-point peace proposal to the other Locarno signatories. Some of the most notable points were that Germany would start negotiating with France and Belgium about a non-aggression pact, in which the United Kingdom and Italy would act as guarantors. Furthermore, during the negotiations, positions in the Rhineland area, would no longer be fortified. Under certain conditions, Germany would return into the League of Nations, and there would be one or more conferences dedicated to the banning of certain types of weapons and acts of war. What's notably not discussed is Germany withdrawing from the Rhineland in any way. On the same day, Austria reintroduced conscription in violation of the Treaty of Saint-Germain-en-Laye. Britain assured France and Belgium of British support in the event of war with Germany. The Cordell-Greensboro tornado outbreak killed at least 44 people over this day and the next. The Italian bombing of Harare was discussed in the British House of Commons. Hugh Dalton of the Labour Party asked Foreign Minister Anthony Eden if he was aware that the British public opinion is increasingly stirred by these horrible atrocities which are being perpetrated, and when are His Majesty's government going to take any further step to end it, or at least by refusing to supply British oil to these murderous airmen. Eden replied that the government was just as anxious to bring this war and the miserable suffering consequent upon it to an end. Phew, that was a lot, wasn't it? Alright, since it's the 1st of April, first day of the month, we're also going to go over the general state of the nation. So yeah, we're at 23 political power, generating 1.33 per day. A bit less because we're using Mauser, probably for one of our technologies. 84 stability, 35% war support. 1.3 million troops in manpower. We now have 73 factories, of which for some reason we are not using one of the naval dockyards. Bunch of fuel, full logistics, plenty of convoys. No decisions worth taking. The intelligence agency is progressing. We are now working on the no-no pills, which should be done around the end of the month. Research is actually going to be a thing this month, because in 9 days we are finishing electronic mechanical engineering. Now, what we get after that is probably this one, mechanical computing, because we want to get that research speed up before anything else. And the rest of the technology stuff we can talk about in May, because in May we're gonna finish 2 of them, and then we'll actually have the opportunity to make some other decisions, like for example go down the tank line or whatever. The 1938 medium would be nice to get as soon as possible. Then let's see, international market, what are the options? Still only Japan selling convoys and trucks, no one else doing anything. We could sell some convoys as well, maybe. Allegedly, they are not very useful. We have plenty of materials, just rubber and tungsten are going to be an issue, but there's a lot of tungsten up here. And rubber we can make eventually. Then, yeah, we have 35 civs, 20 of which are able to do something useful at a time. Production is still going well. We switched around a couple things the other day, so not everything is at full efficiency at the moment. But it's going to return there momentarily. We could even choose to deploy some more troops. But we won't. And logistics, we have everything we need, except there's a deficit of 3 support equipment. Ooh, yeah, we really need more support equipment. Ooh. How many guns do we have? Also not that much. Oh man. Yeah, that's an issue. I don't want to take anything away from anywhere else. Go for from 50 to 45 a day if I take one away there. How much support equipment does one thing use? 30. Okay, I'm gonna take one more off of artillery, because we need only 12 of that. 12 artillery for one unit and about a bunch more support equipment, 30. So right now, once at full efficiency, we would take a bit less than 10 days to make that, and about 12 days to make enough for... So enough artillery, I mean, for one unit. Okay, anyway, on the front, we are still trying to push in here. We have more Ethiopian troops coming in very soon, but not today. So let's just keep pushing and see what we can do. Morning has come, very nice. We are actually doing damage, but just not enough, I think. No, it's going very, very slowly. Oh, 24.8, that's nice. I guess they do have a full entrenchment here. And my tank is getting low on fuel. And my infantry is also fighting with low supply, so yeah. These numbers are not looking as good as they used to. Terrain is also helping, so we have like minus 80% efficiency on the tank or something. Yeah, and minus, what, 56.8% attack on the infantry unit? Jesus. We might need some mountaineers up in here. And seeing how this other unit is going to arrive in 20 hours, I think I will continue for 20 hours, but then I'll probably retreat and get my organization up a bit. I think that's the play here. See about the Italians, 18 hours and 5 hours. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to see tomorrow. Until then, toodaloo. On the 2nd of April 1936, a Thursday, the Italians conquered Gondar. I don't know where that is. Oh, it's here. So we already got that a while ago. Then Germany suspended the export of coal to Italy as a goodwill gesture to Britain. Saudi Arabia and Iraq signed a treaty of non-aggression and Arab Brotherhood, while Austria and Czechoslovakia signed a trade agreement. Now, I'm going to go straight to the front. I had a few long episodes recently, so I'm going to keep this one a little bit shorter. And what I think I'm going to do is stop attacking here for a second and recover some organization over the course of today. We'll also provide time for the Italians to arrive. We have to stop them from moving away because they're assigned, but that's fine. We can micro the shit out of that. Nope. Looks like they're attacking here, which is not particularly intelligent because we could encircle them. Also pushing in the south. Looks like they went around the corner here. Nope. And that was the 2nd of April. On the 3rd of April 1936, a Friday, Germany sent Britain a point-blank refusal to promise not to fortify the Rhineland. The British government indicated that it would again apply pressure to impose an oil embargo against Italy unless it ceases its hostilities in Ethiopia. Due to the strength of the evidence, Britain now had that the Italians were using poison gas. Nazi Germany banned Jews from working as veterinarians, and the shortest pro boxing match in history took place in New Haven, Connecticut, when Al Carr knocked out Lou Massey in 10 seconds. This record would be equaled in 1946, but never broken until as late as 1984. Very, very good. And then also, the man who kidnapped this baby of Charles Lindbergh, a man who would later be known as the Lone Eagle, the man who kidnapped this baby was executed. Other than that, not many facts, so let's return to the front, where we have been catching our breath for a day. I think we might do so for another day before we go back in on these two guys here. It looks like the Italians are going after this unit rather than this unit, which Well, you know, the AI does as the AI pleases, but I would prefer if they all went in here instead. I think actually when morning comes, we will, immediately go back in. We're missing some... Yeah, reinforcements are blocked. We're not missing any manpower. We're all a tiny little bit. But I think with 10 organization on the tank, that's enough to push through Harar. Oh. So let's see how that goes. Okay. It does look like we have a bit more attack than we had last time. Yeah. I think it's gonna take a long time, but eventually we'll just push through. So, and maybe even these Italians could come in from the other side. That would be glorious. Very good, that would be. We have 0% fuel though, that's a bit annoying. But yeah, that was the 3rd of April. On the 4th of April 1936, a Saturday, Cambridge won the 88th boat race. On orders from the German Labour Front, industrial workers who did not vote in the March 29th elections were fired from their jobs as slackers. In the United Kingdom, Hitler's proposals become a basis for discussion, but in France they are received very negatively indeed. Also, the city of Corem falls to Italy. I don't know where that is. Corem? No Corem. Don't know where that is. It's fine. Let's return to the front and just keep watching this fight. We are going back in without any fuel on our tanks. I'm getting some nice hot acclimatization, which is nice. Oh. I don't think we will be making much progress today. Oh my god. Tired. Yes, go in. Go in with those tanks. That would really help. We're currently using some shock tactics. It's all very slow business today. Okay guys, that was it. Jesus. On the 5th of April 1936, a Sunday, the Tupelo-Gainesville tornado outbreak struck the southeastern United States, killing approximately 454 people over the next 2 days. Then, in Norway, all public professions are opened up to women. In Belgium, the seats of parliament are redistributed according to a new population census. In Sweden, a proposal is made for the strengthening the armed forces, the defense forces, in particularly the Air Force. And the Swiss government decides to purchase 40 new military airplanes. So, yeah, that's all that. As for the game, we're going to return to the front, where our volunteers are still slowly grinding into this meat wall of Ethiopians here in Harar. I am hoping that these Italian tanks will come in to support us from the rear, because this battle is not going well. It seems we are now losing quite actively, although I'm not sure if that's actually the case. Their organization is going down, so is ours. The main problem, I think, is that we have no fuel on our tanks. Yeah, it's really not pretty. Really not pretty. I may consider retreating to a zone with supply to get fuel and stuff. There's also 2 Italian troops stationed here. What should I do? I'm just here sitting here grinding some army experience for now, so it's fine, really. Thing is, as soon as the Italians come in, I'll be good. You know? Before I end today, I would like to have a look at the production of light tanks. Because I do believe we might be able to get our very good thing right now. And want that engine all the way up there. That's already going to cost 8, right? And then we also need the 3-man turret. And we need the fuel drums, right? So that's 13. We can make that now and start producing it. That's pretty good. It has extra fuel capacity. 80.5% reliability. It's not that expensive to produce. 32 breakthrough. 28 armor. Yeah, it's only 50%, not even 50% more expensive to produce. I think I'm going to create this tank right now using my first bit of army XP. Very good. And we're now going to start producing this. Very good. Very good. So it's going to take a little bit longer to achieve full production efficiency here. But it's fine because our light tanks are going to be a lot stronger following this. Don't have so many in reserves either. Yeah, you know what? I'll think about this tomorrow, but I think I'm going to retreat with these guys. Anyway, that's it for now. Peace out. On the 6th of April 1936, a Monday, in South Africa, the Representation of Natives Act was passed, which further reduced the rights of black citizens. Horton Smith won the 3rd Masters tournament. Romania, Yugoslavia, and Czechoslovakia all protested the fact that Austria had reintroduced conscription. The Telexnet, which was a direct connection between the ANP and various Dutch tabloids, was opened. And yeah, that was it. That was all the news of the 6th of April. Very good. We are returning to the front, where I'm making a bit of a radical decision, which is going to take a couple of days, especially for the infantry. We're going to remove these orders. We're going to stop attacking, and especially this tank is going to go over here somewhere, where there is a proper amount of supply. That should be far enough, actually. The infantry, in the meantime, can just stay there, I think. That's fine. They're gonna recover okay by themselves. Maybe I'll send the infantry over here. So let's see what that means. The infantry is going to arrive in, oh my god, 10 days. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Okay, well, I think it's necessary. We're keeping the infantry here, but the tank is going to have to go and fuel up and stuff and reinforce. Get some of its strength back. It's at 80% fighting strength right now. Missing 26 tanks and 8 trucks. It's really not good. As for these guys, they are still at 83%. They're mostly missing equipment. I think I'm going to have to retreat them as well, at least to Ausa. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just have a couple of days where we don't have to think about the front. So, yeah. Let's just roll the time. Not much to watch here, except what the Italians are doing, I suppose. They are going in here, which is interesting. Maybe that would be an even better encirclement. We could almost actually change our mind and help them fight here. But they're defending. It's fine. It's fine. We need to go reinforce and stuff. This is not even our fight, you know? It's alright. We got the army XP to start producing the new tanks, which was one of the main goals. And, I mean, the Italians are definitely going to win. So that's already quite good. Quite good. Oh, I went 1 hour too far, but that's fine. But that was it for the 6th of April. On the 7th of April 1936, a Tuesday, Spanish Parliament voted President Niceto Alcala Zamora out of office by a vote of 238 to 5 after the Socialists brought a motion against him claiming that he had acted illegally in dissolving the previous parliament. It was the first time a Spanish parliament had ever voted a president out of office. And a transcontinental airliner, Western Air passenger plane, crashed during a fog in Uniontown, Pennsylvania, killing 13 of the 15 people aboard. That's it for the news items of the day. It's time to return to the front, because I made a fatal mistake last time by not having them strategically relocate. And where the hell do I turn that on again? There we go. So now it should go a lot faster, right? Yeah, like 2 days. Oh, easy, easy. Okay, well, we went an hour too far yesterday, so I'm going to hit play here, and we're going to play for 23 hours. Our troops just lost all of their organization, but that's alright. Because, you know, we don't need any. We're going to regain all our strength right over here, where there are supplies. How's the air doing? The air is still doing very well. The Italians pushing deeper and deeper in the south as well. Ethiopia is beginning to look really small. And that's it for today. On the 8th of April 1936, a Wednesday, France countered Germany's peace proposal with its own plan. This plan would consist of the founding of several organizations as organs of the League of Nations to secure security within Europe. They would set the borders for a period of at least 25 years. All states would supply troops to these organizations as part of the League of Nations and form a kind of international army. There would be checks and balances to check whether people are following these agreements, and there would have been greater economic cooperation. Furthermore, Anthony Eden is requesting to do an investigation into the possible use of poison gas by Italy in the Ethiopian War. Finally, the Soviet Union and Mongolia signed a treaty of mutual assistance in order to counter Japan's growing power in the Far East. Ooh, scary Japan. Alright, we are going to return to the front, where we are currently strategically redeploying. So let's see when we arrive here. It looks like it's raining. We're almost there. Couple more hours. Good, our tank is going to go a little bit further, but our infantry should start recovering organization now at quite a good rate. 0.44. Let's check out the... Well, we'll wait the final hour first. Okay, so this is still pretty bad supply, actually. So maybe I also want the infantry to go over here. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to tell them to strategically redeploy again. And they will arrive in exactly 1 day. And the tank will be slightly quicker, so that's good. On the 9th of April 1936, a commission of legal experts was established to investigate, once again, Ethiopian use of poison gas and other war crimes in Ethiopia. Other than that, there are absolutely no bloody facts at all about the day that I can find. So we're going to just go straight back into the game, where we are still strategically redeploying to a supply zone so we can reinforce our troops. So that's good. Looks like we still have enough tanks and everything in the bank. See how our production is holding up. Support equipment is going a little bit quicker than it used to. Whereas towed artillery is absolutely not very quick at all. By the way, are we having a organization do this? No, I don't think so. That's fine. Alright, so our tank is now in supply zone. And regaining organization. Very good. Let's wait all the way until the last hour. Oh my god, we got electronic mechanical engineering. And let me check something. Yeah, that did not really speed up the others that much, but it's fine. As much as I would like to get your input on which technology to take, I think everyone knows that I'm going for mechanical computing next, because research speed, obviously, in the long term is going to help us get more research done in total. So I'm going to go for a mechanical computing next. But in about 38 days, maybe we'll actually have something to choose. Let me check how the fuel is doing as well. Alright, alright. Not bad. Yeah, we are actually reinforcing now. But that's beautiful. Still need a lot of extra tanks. Let me just check how many of these new ones we already made. Like, absolutely zero. Anyway, that's fine. See you guys tomorrow. On the 10th of April, 1936, Belgium, France, and the United Kingdom and Italy give out a common communiqué about the current Locarno negotiations happening in London. They state that the German answer of the 31st of March gives them not enough confidence to open negotiations for a new treaty. Anthony Eden asked Germany for some information, or extra information, in the hope to kind of be able to get on good terms again as well. That's a very unclear sentence in a different language, but it's roughly translated. Anyway, the diamond industry in Belgium enacts a 44-hour work week, which was actually shorter than what it was before. And in March 1937, it would be reduced even more, down to a 40-hour work week. Very, very luxurious. Then the Mexican government exiled ex-president Plutarco Elias Calles and union boss Luis Napoleon Morones for the purpose of maintaining tranquility. Whew. Wow. Okay, let's go look at the front, where our volunteer troops are finally in a location with suitable supply, and they are starting to reinforce. So let's see how quickly we can get their organization and everything back up, and their supplies. I don't know if that works with daily ticks and stuff, but I will, I think, be waiting for most of these supplies to be delivered. 34 light tanks are still required. Yeah, it does look like not much is happening on the hourly ticks, and it's going to have to be the dailies. But that's alright. That's totally alright. Erich von Manstein just chilling out a little bit. Maybe we could... oh no, we need more command points. Fortress Buster is always nice, I think. Anyway. Wait, what is that? Officer Corps rule. Jesus. So much more complexity. Preferred tactics. Also, yeah, what the hell, man. Not getting into all that stuff unless someone advises me on it. Alright, so now it's the next day. So let's check if they got some equipment. Oh yeah, 89. Only 8 tanks required now. Yeah, so we'll probably wait like 1 or 2 more days. And then, yeah, and a bit longer also just for organization purposes. We're experience level 3, regular. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow. On the 11th of April, 1936, China, seemingly under pressure by Japan, protests the pact between Mongolia and the Soviet Union. In Moscow, the 10th edition Congress of the Komsomol, which is a communist youth organization, is opened. Czechoslovakia protests in Germany against the membership of the like refugee, kind of like fled Czechian National Socialists, Junkrebs and Schubert of the Reichstag. They are sitting in the Reichstag. And after the term of President Albert Kvisis as President of Latvia, Minister President Ulmanis becomes both of those things, so President and Minister President, in one person. Wow. Then the Detroit Red Wings defeated the Toronto Maple Leafs 3-2 to win the Stanley Cup Finals 3-1. It was Detroit's first Stanley Cup win in franchise history, and the first Butlins holiday camp opened in Skegness, England. Quite a lot of facts today. So that's all well and good. Meanwhile, at the front, we are still just chilling and reinforcing. So let's keep doing that. We need some more organization and we need some more fighting strength. Hell yeah. Italians, meanwhile, are continuing to push in various directions. They are now actually pushing into Harar here, which is what I was trying to do earlier. And I might try to do it again, but then walking over there will take forever, so I might just help here and just not encircle them. We'll just defeat them anyway, right? Should be fine. Ooh, so it looks like today we didn't get any reinforcement tick. At least not yet. So we'll have to probably wait a bit longer. And these guys are also still at 93 strength. Let's check the logistics again. I mean, we have plenty of guns. That's not the problem. We have more support equipment than we had a little bit ago. The only thing we're short on is actually airplanes. So... Okay, well... we shall see how this develops. Also, how many tanks are in a... 240. Yeah, so it will be a little while before we can even consider making another tank regiment. But what we could consider before that's probably adding some tanks to existing regiments. But it's not something I'm gonna do now. Also, I was looking at this focus tree. And I noticed that the Integrate War Economies gives 4 military factories, whereas this only gives 6. Provided, of course, you align Romania and Hungary. Does seem like a pretty nice tree to go down to. I mean, it's going to be sometime fucking next year, because first I'm going to go all the way down here. And then probably get this one as well. And maybe even these. So, yeah. But let me know what you guys think of the Align tree, because it would be nice to have some allies as well, I guess. Army innovations is not bad either. I mean, research bonus for medium tanks. It's pretty good. We can even puppet Turkey. Whoa. On the 12th of April 1936, the old Mexican president by name of Plutarco Elias Calles is arrested and banished to the United States. Turkey desires to revisit the Treaty of Lausanne because it wants to remilitarize the Straits. The Italians conquer Gorgora, which is a peninsula of Lake Tana, as well as they conquer Galabat. Oh, sorry for the WhatsApp noise there. A cave-in trapped 3 men in the Moose River gold mines in Nova Scotia, and an attempt to rescue them soon got underway. Besides that, I don't have any other facts for today. But we will be returning to the front lines, where we will be checking on how the reinforcements for our divisions here are doing. We're still waiting on some tanks and trucks and shit. And we also still have relatively low organization. So I think for today we're still going to just sit here and reinforce. That should all be fine. We are still using a lot of fuel, but mostly it's going to the Air Force for training. Maybe we should be training the Navy a bit more as well. Yeah, that's fine for now. Otten, one of the frequent commenters of this series, suggested I should delete a couple of air wings. But now that I think of it, I am getting air XP here. Maybe just some close air support ones I will delete. Although I don't really have many. Some tactical bombers, I guess. I guess I will disband this one. Yes. And now they can reinforce this air wing, I guess. And this one, and this one. I guess I will disband one fighter wing as well. Yeah, that should be good. Let's see how the Italians are doing. Pretty good. 96% and 100% now. Fighting strength for the infantry. Very good. The tank is also almost at max organization. I think we're going to wait just a little bit more. Probably. But we'll have to see tomorrow. On the 13th of April 1936, Italian planes flew over Addis Ababa and dropped propaganda materials over the city. The Greek Prime Minister Konstantinos Demersis died of a sudden stroke, and General Ioannis Metaxas took over the presidentship and both the ministry and the presidentship. And he also started taking care of foreign affairs. Then the Grand Prix was held in Monaco, and Italian forces reached Lake Tana, and that's it, I think. Yeah, that's it. So let's return to the front, as we say in the Dutch lands. I think the hourly recovery is now quite low. Part of that's because of the weather and because it's very hot. We have 30% acclimatization by now, though, but that's fine. I think I'm going to start moving the Panzer Division back to the front, while these guys can still wait a little bit. Let me double check the supply everywhere. So here there really is quite a lot of supply. Here there's just a little bit remaining. That's alright. The tank is going to take a while to get there, of course. In fact, it's going to be 22 hours. Okay, well, that's today, probably. Okay, so here we are. I think we just go in. So what I will do is make a front line just over here. And make a little battle plan. Like so. And this guy will remain unassigned. Yeah, that's fine. Very good. It looks like we actually have fuel as well. And that looks like it is not gonna last very long. So that's good. See you tomorrow. Alright guys, today's gonna start a little bit differently than usual because I just recorded the 14th of April and found out that my mic somehow was not being picked up. So I already played through the 14th, so I'll just tell you what happened first and then I'll go into the historical facts and repeat those again. I basically did nothing. The only thing that happened is that the tank came into combat here and that it cannot be pierced by the enemy division, which is very, very nice. Now I will repeat the historical facts. On the 14th of April 1936, a Tuesday, the Battle of Ogaden began on the southern front of the Abyssinian War. During a parade celebrating the 5th anniversary of the Second Spanish Republic in Madrid, several petards, which are like these small bombs typically used to open doors and shit, exploded under the presidential reviewing stand. The explosions caused no injuries, but several people were trampled in the panic that ensued. Police blamed the attack on fascists. A production of William Shakespeare's Macbeth, directed by Orson Welles and commonly nicknamed Voodoo Macbeth, premiered at the Lafayette Theater in Harlem, New York. Then a few high-ranking Mongolian officers were arrested by Manchukuo on grounds that they were supposedly spies for Mongolia and the Soviet Union. Furthermore, international reactions to Turkey rearming the Dardanelles Straits were mostly positive, and Turkey was praised for trying to seek a diplomatic solution in such trying times. So yeah, a bit of a different format today. I also played 1 hour too much by accident, but yeah, that was it for today. On the 15th of April 1936, a Wednesday, Italian troops occupied Dessie in Ethiopia. An Arab revolt broke out in Palestine. The Dutch government extended the period during which they would see the Permanent Court of International Justice as the highest court for another 1 year. And 2 Jews are assassinated in the Naplouse region in France by a group of Arab extremists. And in response to that, 2 Arabs are murdered by a group of Jews. Alright.
let's go back to the front line. Before we get into that though, I'm going to follow the advice of one of the commenters. And I'm going to start training a whole bunch of cavalry brigades. So I'm going to press train. And then there's a button I should press, and it is add units. Ah, right. That makes a whole lot of sense. So I guess I'll put all these back at 1. I'll just finish them, I guess. The ones I'm already training. Just 1 each. And then I will just do this infinitely, I guess. Well, I now only have supplies for 2, so I guess I'll just do 2 at a time infinitely. And then once these finish, I can probably assign more. Once I have some more supplies. I don't have that many guns and stuff, of course. We could buy some. No, there's only still convoys and thingies for sale. So I guess not. That's fine. Alright. Also, I should probably look at what I was doing. Yeah, I'm still building these cruisers. It's gonna take almost a year. Okay, I think I'll cancel this one. Sorry for the waste of resources. I'll put all my things here so that this finishes in like half a year. And then after that, I'll start building battleships. Maybe Panzerschiff or just this heavy ship. I don't know which one would be better. This one would be more expensive and would cost chromium. So that might be a reason to go for the other one. But I'd love to hear some thoughts on that. Anyway, now we will truly return to the front, where our tank, our Panzer division, has just joined this battle again. So let's go in. 13.2 organization left on the enemy division here. 12.6. 12. Oof. It's ticking down quite fast. And at the end of the day, we have the enemy division down to 9.1 organization. Our tank's still holding up at 17.5 with 95% strength, so we are taking some actual damage here. It seems like, because we were at 97 when we started that fight. And in the meantime, our infantry is up all the way to 40 organization, but I think I will leave them there another day before joining. And yeah, I guess that's that for today. On the 16th of April 1936 in Madrid, some bloody things went down. And in a reaction, a response to this bloodshed, 120 people, most of which were supporters of the fascist Falange Española, are arrested. Furthermore, the Italian government orders its citizens to stop requesting permission to adopt Ethiopian babies. Ooh, nasty, right? Anyway, we are going to return to the front, but before we do that, there's one little thing I want to do, which is to assign more dockyards to repairing. And how do I do that again? Over here. Yeah, I'm just going to assign all of my dockyards to repairing. That should be good. That's going to repair the fleet a lot faster. And they were all damaged in training, of course. This one especially very damaged. Whoa. But yeah, that should be good. I assigned them all. And now we're going to continue watching this fight. And hopefully end it today. That would be very nice. Ooh, looks like we could be getting real close here. Our planes are also doing some damage. And as night falls, the big Emender Safari #2 is losing even more organization. But it's slowing down at night. So unfortunately, they are still left with 1.5 organization, but tomorrow, surely, they will fall. I also just noticed that Italy is attacking from this other side as well. Interesting. Anyway, that's it. Oh, whoa, if you hold Alt, you can see all sorts of things.
Weird. Well, not weird, but interesting. Maybe I should also consider moving my infantry to the front now. We are now at 43 organization and gaining only very slowly because we have high organization already. I do think I will do that. I will send him right over there. And he will arrive in 1 day and 23 hours. So yeah. Walking across Ethiopia does take a while, I guess. Anyway, that's enough for today, and see you tomorrow. On the 17th of April, 1936, a Friday, Turkey officially broke the Treaty of Lausanne by sending troops into the demilitarized zone and around the Dardanelles. Peace talks in the Second Italo-Ethiopian War broke off in Geneva as the League of Nations essentially concluded it was too late to save Ethiopia from defeat. 5 London schoolboys died having been walked into a blizzard by their teacher on Schaunsland Mountain in Germany. A scathing attack on Alfred Rosenberg and the Roman Catholic Church is published in Das Schwarze Korps, which was a weekly newsletter of the SS, the Waffen-SS. Maybe just the normal SS. And in France, a dude called Maurice Thoré speaks on Radio Paris, saying that the country should unify against les 200 familles, which means the 200 families, and is a term commonly used to refer to the bourgeoisie. He reaches out a hand of a hand of friendship to the Catholics, and he hates rich people apparently. All right, let's return to the front, where we are about to push the Ethiopians back a little bit, which is very nice. It looks like the Italians pushed into here. I don't know when that happened, but it's all good. Let's see what we can do here. We are currently winning. Oh, there we go. They are retreating. Our tank is following. Let's see what that does to the supply there. It's not very good. That much is clear. Okay. It looks like these Italians are going to need to restore their organization a bit as well. We're not just losing organization by standing there, right? No, we are in fact getting it back. Okay, that's good. The infantry will not arrive for a couple more days. So I think we wait a little bit for the Italians to attack. And we'll also build up the planning bonus, so that's nice. Let's see if I can... What did that do? Nothing. I think I'm gonna build a bigger offensive line. Right. So we want basically... we want these 3 provinces in there. Get a big planning bonus. It's a lot faster to go here, so I think we'll just go there. Alright, that looks good. We have 1 division assigned to it. Planning bonus should be building up. Slowly. Division still preparing. Very nice. Let's see how far along our focus is. We're halfway through. 38. And then we'll have research bonuses for... excavation, and we will have military and civilian factory construction speed. That will be very nice to have. We are at 46 political power. And once we get to 75, we can get this guy. That will be pretty good. I think that's the next thing we take. Either that or we wait for 150 and get like a chief of air. Or for 100 actually. You get the ground support guy. It's not bad. That might actually be better. Yeah, what shall I do? Ground support first or Hjalmar Schacht first? It is a question that I will not answer myself.
Also, I want to see when these guys will be finished. August. Then I'll add another unit, because by August we will have produced enough. We have 52k in training. We'll need a little bit more. So here, 12 days until the no-no pills are done. I'll have to do like 2 more after that to get a second operative. Also, our operative is just chilling in Germany, but that's because we don't have a second one. So, no reason to send him anywhere yet, I guess. Anyway, that's it for today. On the 18th of April 1936, a Saturday, the Irwin Shaw anti-war play Bury the Dead premiered at the Ethel Barrymore Theatre on Broadway. Furthermore, several fascists, or quite a lot of them actually, were arrested in various other cities across Spain, most notably Cartagena and Bilbao. And other than that, it's just a bunch of sports stuff that I don't feel like is very relevant, so we're just gonna move straight back to the front, where we just succeeded in taking this place, which is called... I can't actually see it, but the state of Harage. That's fine, we are just waiting for the Italians to start pushing again, and meanwhile our infantry division is on its way to the front as well. So yeah, that's that really. Let's roll the time. See how the build-up of efficiency is going. We're now making more than 1 tank per day on average, and we still have quite a lot of efficiency to go. So that's good. Support equipment slowly ticking up as well. We're now actually over 3. Whereas fighters are headed towards 2 per week. Not bad. It looks like the Italians still don't really feel like doing anything. Still recovering... Oh. Recovering their organization, I suppose. Now, where shall I send this guy? Over here, it will take 3 days and 16 hours. Here, it will take 2 days and 7 hours. I do think this is a better position for him to be in. So I'm going to send him here. With this other Italian division over here. And then we could start the attack by ourselves by attacking from 2 directions. And the Italians should come in to help. Once they see how that's going. So, yeah. Very, very good. See you tomorrow. On the 19th of April 1936, a Sunday, Baldur von Schirach, who was the leader of the Hitlerjugend, said that 90% of young Germans were enrolled in the Hitler Youth. He appealed to parents of the remaining 10% to enroll their children as well, warning that special laws would be passed if they did not. Ethiopia rejected an Italian proposal for negotiations, mainly because the proposal did not include an immediate ceasefire. The Commission of 13, which was the League of Nations commissions in charge of resolving the conflict, concluded that their attempt at reconciliation had failed. Yes. And then 9 Jews were murdered in the Jaffa region, and strikes, Arab strikes mostly, broke out across the entire area here. And the British authorities decided to support these strikes. So, don't know what exactly happened there. This is translated from French, which is not my strongest language, so I might have mistranslated there a little bit. Anyway, let's return to the game. It looks like the Italians are pushing from the south and not yet from the north. Which is fine, I can just wait a little bit here. I'm waiting for my infantry to arrive anyway, so let's just do that. Also, starting today, I will be recording a couple days ahead. I don't know how many yet, probably 5 or 6, because over the coming week I need to really concentrate on working on my master thesis. And if I have to record a video every day, that kind of breaks my flow sometimes. So, yeah, I'll probably record ahead a bit, so any comments on the next couple of videos will probably be processed around April 25th or 26th, something like that. I think it's a good time to do this as well, because we are just waiting for this infantry to walk over and stuff. It's all gonna be fine. See, nothing happened. That was it for the 19th. On the 20th of April 1936, a Monday, Adolf Hitler turned 47 years old. General Werner von Blomberg was promoted to the rank of Generalfeldmarschall. The German cruiser Emden began a controversial 10-day goodwill visit to the city of Baltimore, Maryland, sponsored by local German-American groups. Yes, over 2,000 people marched to protest the cruiser's arrival, but thousands of other Baltimoreans would wait for hours to take tours of the ship during its stay. The failure to resolve the conflict between Italy and Ethiopia was discussed at length in the League of Nations, and with only Italy voting against, the sanctions against Italy were extended, and again they were talking a lot about the use of poison gas and started to plan a new attempt at reconciliation. Yes. The KLM, which is the Dutch Royal Air Force, or Air Company, not the military one, just the civilian one, made its first flight on the line Amsterdam, Prague, Vienna, Budapest. So, that line. Very, very good. And then another fact from yesterday that I kind of forgot. Amin al-Husseini, leader of the Arab High Committee, he called for a general strike for Arabs to stop paying taxes, and he demanded the independence of the area as well as the end of Jewish immigration. Yeah, at this point, Israel didn't exist yet, of course, but Jews were already immigrating in large numbers to the area. So already back then, stuff was going down. Sad, sad. Anyway, let's return to the game, where not much is going to happen at all. We're just still waiting for this infantry to arrive. The Italians did push a bit further still over here. And it looks like they're going to take Gaba here as well today. Or very soon, anyway. Attacking from 3 different sides now. Oh, 2 different sides. And it looks like they are also going in here now. From here and from here and from there. So I think we're going to send our Panzer Division in as well. Exciting. To once again be in a battle. For now, of course, we are still in reserves, but that's fine. It does look like the final push is really starting here. What air zone is that in? Okay, well, we have one thing in each air zone. After this battle finishes, and this one, then it looks like the rest of the war will all take place in this air zone. So then I should not forget to reassign my planes. And that was it for Hitler's birthday. On April 21st, 1936, a Tuesday, anti-Jewish riots by Arabs in Tel Aviv, Jaffa, killed 11 people and murdered 50. Sorry, that's over here. On Budget Day in the United Kingdom, Chancellor of the Exchequer, I don't know how to fucking pronounce that. Anyway, Neville Chamberlain projected a surplus of nearly £3 million for the next year, but raised taxes to help pay for increased defense spending. Then the Arab strikes in Palestine continue. And that's about it for the facts of today. So let's continue to the front, where we are currently actually engaged in battle again. Our infantry division will still need a day and 13 hours to arrive. But our tank is going in here. We are not yet actually fighting. Hence why that bubble turned yellow and red for a few seconds there. But I think once we do go in, that will be alleviated. They're also continuing the push in the south, which is very good. Oh, and they're now even going further here as well into this just empty stretch of desert. Yeah. And that was it for the 21st. On the 22nd of April, 1936, a Wednesday, Germany announced that the Eckener Avenue in Berlin, named after the Zeppelin commander Hugo Eckener, would be renamed Adolf Hitler Street, or Adolf Hitler Straße. Eckener had fallen out of favor with the Nazi regime after he declined to release a statement of support for Hitler ahead of the March 29th elections. And then the Basque provinces of Spain propose a sort of limited independence or autonomy in the Spanish Cortes. And that's about it for the 22nd. So yeah, let's return to the front and see if our Panzer division will finally join this battle today. There's also this other division that's still waiting. It's a bit weird how that works. Like, oh, every hour there's like a 2% chance you join the front line or something. Like, why? Do you have to find them or something in this area? I don't know. It's weird. So getting a nice bit of army XP. Ah, it looks like our infantry finally arrived. So let's send them in as well, shall we? Now we have 3 in reserves. That's suddenly changed the whole battle thing. But they're still not actually fighting. Very strange system. Don't know what the logic behind it is. Anyway, that was it for the 22nd. On the 23rd of April 1936, a Thursday, at 12:44 a.m., rescuers freed 2 men trapped by a cave-in for over 10 days in the Moose River gold mines. A third man who had been trapped had died during the rescue efforts. Then, after various troubles happening in Krakow, in Poland, the voivod of Krakow was deposed and replaced, and what else? Oh yeah, the Gazeta Polska was confiscated, and I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. Yeah. And the man who was fired as voivod of Krakow, which I assume is kind of like a mayor, was the old Prime Minister Kazimierz Świtacki. Yeah. Anyway, let's return to the front, because we are actually engaged in battle again, which is very nice. Oh, I should assign that guy as well, and then send him in again. Very good. Let's hope one of our reserve regiments finds their way to the front line today. That would be very interesting. Can you, like, improve that with radar technology or something? Coordination? There should be a way to improve that. Oh, looks like our infantry division came in way before the Panzer division did. So that's nice, I guess. Looks like they have 1 unit that is getting kind of low on the organization. Ooh, our tank also found its way in. And we have 0% fuel again already. Oh, well. It's fine. Anyway, now that we are on the front lines, I think this battle should go definitely in our favor. Yeah. Wonder how long the south one here will take as well. Anyway, we'll find out shortly. On the 24th of April 1936, a Friday, Adolf Hitler formally opened 3 NS Ordensburgen, which were National Socialist Order castles. And these were elite military schools where future Nazi leaders were to be trained for 3 years. Hitler also gave a belated birthday amnesty to minor offenders who had been fined small amounts or sentenced to prison terms not exceeding 1 month. Over in China, Lin Cheng, the governor of the province of North Xinjiang, is executed in Manchukuo due to alleged secret agreements with Mongolia and spying for the Soviet Union, along with 3 top Mongolian bureaucrats. 2 other Chinese bureaucrats are also sentenced to jail for 15 years each. And then a Polish minister or prime minister, it's not entirely clear, Marian Koziołkowski, visits Budapest. Yes, and that's it for the facts today. Time to go over some of the comments on the recent videos, because I haven't been responding for a few days because I recorded ahead. So let me see some of the most important ones. So yeah, it is now confirmed that this, if you click on the battle, this reinforcement chance can in fact be improved by technology. That is the technology you can find over here. Radio, yeah, reinforce rate and coordination. Very, very good. Then some people said I should go into this province instead, because these 3 are pinned, and then I could force these guys out. And you know, maybe I should do that. But we just finally managed to enter this battle. I could also just go straight into Addis Ababa itself.
Greift weiter an!
Okay, I will start moving my tank over here. And when it arrives, which will be in fucking 13 days, because it has no fuel. Ugh. Abysmal. Okay, in that case, I will move it here instead, and I will do a, whatchamacallit, strategic redeployment. Now it will take just over 1 day, and then it can refuel, go in here, and then we can go into either Addis Ababa or this tile over here. For now, I will keep my infantry in support of the Italians over here. I think that should be fine, so let's roll the time. See if there's any other comments I missed. Do EU4 day by day. No, thank you. Oh yeah, we can see how much equipment is lost in this battle so far. We lost 71 tanks by attrition, 10 in combat, and we recovered 6. 19 trucks, 220 guns, 56 support equipment, and 49 artillery. It's really not that much at all. And in enemy combat losses, we just have 121 infantry equipment, and basically all our losses are due to attrition. In combat, we lost very, very little. Interesting. And our infantry actually has a higher win ratio, apparently. Because it just was in fewer battles. And we didn't finish all our battles with the Panzer. Now you can even see old battles. Diredawa. Yeah, this was the battle where we lost the most men so far. 85 men in one battle. And a bunch of equipment. But 820 casualties on the other side, so... something to be said for that, I guess. Anyway, let's continue rolling the time. Yeah, night falls. Very good. But I don't think much more is going to happen today. On the 25th of April, 1936, a Saturday, the Battle of the Ogaden in Ethiopia ended in an Italian victory. Arsenal defeated Sheffield United 1-0 in the FA Cup final at Wembley Stadium. Mussolini inaugurated the new planned town of Aprilia in Lazio, which I believe is in the south. I don't know. The Arab Higher Committee was created under the leadership of Amin al-Husseini, and the French Potez 630 plane made its first flight ever. That's it for the facts of the day. Let's return to the front, where I have been made aware that losing 80 tanks is actually quite a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my Panzer regiment back here and not gonna use them anymore for the remainder of this little war. I think. At least we're gonna see. Let's check our production of tanks, because 80 tanks, how long would that take us to produce? About 80 days. So that's like 2.5 months, right? We're not at maximum efficiency yet. So eventually we will be probably producing close to 2 a day. But still, that's a big loss. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna keep the Panzer Regiment over here in Ausa, while the infantry continues to help the Italians. I don't think they need much help at this point anyway. So that's all well and good. Let's roll the time. Then I could decide, though, to send my infantry into one of these other fights. Right? Because the Italians have these 3 pinned. So I think I'll do that. Recover a little bit of organization, I guess. It's fine. Let's just go in. Boom. We're losing, though. Yeah. Well, are we losing? It just turned yellow. But it's fine to lose some infantry equipment and stuff, actually. So. I'll have to see how that goes. But the bubble did turn green, and I think once this battle ends, the Italians over here will probably come to my aid. This regiment over here will leave in 2 days and 15 hours, and then we might be able to go into Addis Ababa directly. It also seems that the Italians are in fact working on a railroad. But yeah, we don't know when it will finish, if ever. 88 strength. Let's look at my logistics. How many tanks do I have in reserve? 72. Still have 72, okay. So that's less than we lost in the war. So if we wouldn't have done this, we would have had pretty much double the amount of tanks. And they're all the old model, the Ausführung A. Let's have a look at this specific one and see how many of the Bs we have. Hey, why are they called A? Are there 2 different A's? That's strange. Well, assuming that this is actually the B, there should be 14 of them in there. Interesting. We're also missing 10 trucks and some support equipment. We have plenty of trucks though. And we have some support equipment as well. Okay, oh, I have to unassign this guy. Let's see here. How do I do that again? Unassign, yep. I'm just going to strategically redeploy him all the way over here. Yeah. So they're gonna walk all the way over here and then just chill there, I guess. Okay, that's it for today. Oh, also one more thing. Let me reassign all my planes in this area. I think that will help. They didn't do anything yet. There's 43 support planes currently helping. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, see you guys tomorrow. On the 26th of April 1936, a Sunday, legislative elections were held in France, with runoff elections to be held the following week. The left-wing coalition known as the Popular Front did even better than expected and looked poised to take power. Then the final Italian drive on the Ethiopian capital of Addis Ababa began, and this was immortalized in fascist propaganda as the March of the Iron Will. And that's it for the facts today, not so much. Also don't have much to look at today, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and run the time. Only 4 more days until the no-no pills are finished and we can work on the next little thing, which will probably be maybe cryptology, or maybe I'll just get all of these. We need 5 in order to unlock our second operative, which is my goal for as soon as possible. And after that we will refrain from going further into cryptology for a little bit in order to focus on construction. Yes. I do think I would like the cryptology department though. So I'll probably do that. Yeah. Okay, it looks like we are now starting to lose this battle. Let's pause for a second and have a look at what's going on. Our organization is taking a little bit of a beating. And so is our strength. Yeah, low supply and terrain means 100% less breakthrough and 70% less attack. That's pretty bad, huh? I would love to have some intel on these other battles, though. No. Oh well. Alright, that's the time for today, but let's see where our tank ended up. It is still right over here, and it is about 22 hours away from the next location and 3 days and 5 hours away from reaching Massawa. I think we could just also leave them here, though. That would be fine, supply-wise, looks like. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll just do that. Only. Nah, it will take longer again. Oh, well. No, 22 hours. That's fine. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow. On the 27th of April 1936, a Monday, an Italian plane dropped leaflets on Addis Ababa
threatening to bomb and destroy the city if the advance on the Ethiopian capital met any resistance whatsoever. Hitler appointed Hermann Göring as Commissioner of Raw Materials and Foreign Currencies, and Joseph Bowers made the first escape attempt from Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary. A tower guard shot him and he fell from a chain link fence to his death. That's it for the facts today. Let's return to the front, where our tank should be arriving at the coast today, and our infantry is going to continue walking to this meat grinder here in the mountains. Yes, yes. So there was a little argument in the comments about whether I should use my spy yet or not. I think I'm gonna go with like a kind of a middle ground on that, and I'm going to send out my spy a couple weeks before I get my next one. So not yet, but in like a month or two I'll send them out when we have completed a couple more of these. Now that's what I'm gonna do with that. It looks like the bubble on the front turned green again. That's very nice to see. These Italians still have a lot of organization though. A lot of organization. So yeah, probably not gonna be able to win by myself, but that's all good. That's it for the time today. Our tank should have arrived here now, and we're just gonna leave him there. Now 92% strength, and 100% fuel. That's all well and good. Maybe if the railroad is finished at one point, I will send him back in. Ooh, it looks like it might be sort of finished, no? Does that mean it's finished? Does look like it. They made a railroad all the way to Diredawa, and they're building another one here. That's how I'm interpreting this. I think that's correct. Oh, what the fuck? Ah, it's going all the way over here. Or maybe this railroad exists, but we don't control it completely. I guess I could send my tank here. I'll have to think about it. Anyway, see you tomorrow. On the 28th of April, 1936, King Fuad I of Egypt died at age 68. He was succeeded by his son Farouk. By a vote of 62 against 35, the House of Lords passed a bill abolishing the special privilege of trial by peers. In Germany, a law is signed that gives amnesty to a few different groups. That is, people who committed their crime from National Socialist sentiment as their motivation. Some minor political critical people, criticizers, and other small misdemeanors. Yeah, and that's it for the facts. So we are going to return to the front, but not before taking a look at the spy map mode. We have to see if there's anything going on. Activity level low, no to little subversive activity. So no one is spying on us just yet, which is very good. Just looking around a bit. Let's see here. Not much going on. Construction is proceeding. How many factories do we have by now? 35. I wonder how much you start with, actually. We're using 1 for imports and 5 for spy agency stuff. Only 242 guns, guys. That's pretty bad. Jesus. Okay. Anyway, let's continue to the front. Gonna see what happens here. I hope the Italians finally push this person out. That would be very nice to see. It looks like we are gaining some reinforcements from our side. So this should be an easier fight to win now. Although the game estimates it will take another 85 days if it continues like this. But that's all good. You are just chilling. Very good. Okay, this Italian guy hasn't actually found his way to the front yet. We are dipping below 40%. 40, I mean, it's not a percentage. Below 40 organization, but the others are also slowly losing organization, I guess, yeah. Really not much happening in this fight. Not until the Italians come and stab them in the back, basically. Anyway, see you tomorrow.
On the 29th of April 1936, the first professional baseball game in Japan was held, and Nagoya defeated Dai Tokyo 8-5. Austria sent troops to its German border, fearing invasion. Detroit Tiger star Hank Greenberg suffered a season-ending wrist fracture in a collision at first base with Jake Powell. Without their best hitter, the Tigers' hope of repeating as World Series champions were dashed. Near Fairport, Iowa, Iowa State Patrolman and former Green Bay Packers running back Orrin Pape was taken hostage at gunpoint during a traffic stop. When Pape grappled with his abductor, the suspect was shot and killed, and Pape was mortally wounded. He would die of his injuries the following day. Eleazar Lopez Contreras is elected as president of Venezuela for a period of 7 years. And in the Dutch East Indies, all publications about the movement of troops and fleets are prohibited. That was quite a lot of facts for one day. So, yeah, let's return to the front. Also, yes, this episode is recorded today. It will be uploaded in like 15 minutes from now. It is 5:15, the 29th of April. Anyway, for those of you that are not sure about that. Anyway, let's just continue watching this battle. I don't think there's much happening, but let's hope the Italians will join us. There's some mountaineers going here. That's very nice. Yeah. It's not a very eventful day. Although, we will have a little choice to make in a little bit. Alright, here we go. We got the no-no pills. Finally, I can stop saying that word in my videos. And now, I was recommended to go passive defense, which is not bad. But I think I'll go economy civilian first and then go passive defense, because as we know, there is little to no subversive activity here. So I'm gonna go for, let's say, actually maybe I want an Air Force department. That seems pretty good. Yeah, I'll go for the Air Force and then passive defense after. Alright, that's it for today. See you tomorrow. On the 30th of April 1936, Italian troops conquered Degehabur. The British government announced plans to construct 38 new warships. The defense of Addis Ababa is given up, mostly. And let's see some other things that happened in the month, but don't have specific dates, is that in the Dutch East Indies, a program was set up to replace all bridges on railways over a period of the next 12 years. Italy and Albania have a bunch of deals with a lot of Italian loans to Albania. Albanian exports to Italy are made easier. And Italy gets renewed concessions for looking for oil on Albanian territory. Japan sends a marine force to Qingdao to kind of enforce Chinese cooperation with Japanese politics in Mongolia and North China. And in Palestine, all month long, actually, there are very intense fights between Jews and local Palestinians. Yeah, I think that's everything. Yeah. Alright, well, let's return to the front. Where we are still just walking headfirst into this mountain province, basically.
Alright.
Our panzer thing has almost completely reinforced. Don't know what we're missing. 97% strength. Probably a few Opel Blitzes. Yeah. Here we're losing some more support equipment and towed artillery, which is also not great. At least we're actually building up some guns again. Making half a tank a day, apparently. It should be more than half a tank. Oh. Hey, the Second London Naval Treaty was signed. Delegations from Britain, France, Italy, Japan, and the US met in December of 1935 to discuss a renewal of the First London Naval Treaty,
which restricted the number and size of cruisers and submarines. Negotiations turned quite heated over Italy's war in Ethiopia and Japan's desire to be seen as an equal to Britain and the US. With negotiations now at an end, the signatory nations have agreed on limits to the size of battleships and aircraft carriers in the hopes of preventing another ruinous arms race. Why would they restrict themselves like this? Whereas we, the Germans, can build whatever we want. Although we don't have much of a fleet. That's a different story. Actually, let's check how it is going with the reparation of the fleet. Looks like the fleet is fully repaired. All 10 dockyards are working on this cruiser, which will be finished on the 14th of August. Should probably... Yeah, I'll finish that one, and then I'll start making some heavier ships. Anyway, that's it for today, and tomorrow we will do a State of the Nation, as it will be the first day of the month. So until then, peace out.